Open up your MTT and we're going to work on adding and subtracting fractions that have variables and also how to find the least common denominator, or LCD. First thing that we're going to do when we're adding and subtracting fractions is we always look to make sure that we have a common denominator. In this case, our denominator is 11, and all we have to do is add the numerators. So 6r plus 2r, they're both like terms, so we can just add the 6 and the 2, and that's going to give us 8r. Again, we're going to look for our common denominator. Our common denominator is a, so we know our answer is going to have an a in it. We're going to add a line and change the sign, so 19 plus negative 12 is going to give us 7, and a will stay our denominator. A cannot be 0 because your fraction can never have a denominator of 0. Our common denominator is 3x, so we know that that's going to be our denominator. Again, add a line, change the sign. 5 plus negative 6 is going to give us negative 1 over 3x. You might also see that written as negative 1 over 3x. Our common denominator here is 8. We have 1n plus 5n is going to be 6n. Now in this case we have to simplify because 2 can go into 6 3 times and 2 can go into 8 4 times, and n stays on the top. To find a LCD, we're only going to use the numbers in our denominator. So we're going to do 9 and 21. We're going to use the upside down cake. We're going to start with 3 and pull that out. That leaves us with a 3 and a 7. And now 1 is the only number that can go into 3 and 7, so 1 we're done, which means we need to multiply the 3 numbers that we have left. So our LCD is going to be 63. Now, when we have denominators that have variables, the first thing that we have to do is look at the variables, and we need to find each variable that has the largest exponent. So we're going to look at the a's. This a has a 1, and I don't have an a anyplace else, so I'm going to have an a in my answer. Then I'm going to look at my b's. The b that has the largest exponent is b squared, so I'm going to have a b squared in my answer. Now I'm going to take the 12 and the 8. I'm going to do my upside down cake. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a 2, and that's going to give me 6 and 4. And then I'm going to pull out another 2, and that's going to give me 3 and 2. The only number that goes into 3 and 2 is 1, so 1 I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and find my LCD by multiplying all of these numbers together, which is going to give me 24. So my whole answer is going to be 24ab squared. Again, we're going to start out looking at our variables. We're finding the LCD, so we're going to look at our a and our a. So the a's, the largest exponent, is going to be a squared, and b squared, so the largest exponent is b squared. And then I'm going to take 36 and 27 and do my upside down cake. So I'm going to take out a 3, and that is going to leave me 12 and 9. Take out another 3, 4 and 3. The only number that will come out of 4 and 3 is 1, so I'm done. And then I'm going to multiply all these numbers together. 3 times 3 times 4 times 3 is going to give me 108. And I'm going to take now, I look at my x and my x, and so my answer is going to have an x in it. And then 25 and 20, I'm going to take out the 5. That'll leave me a 5 and a 4. The only number that comes out of 5 and 4 is 1, so I'm done. And I'm going to multiply 5 times 5 is 25, times 4 is going to give me 100x.